Carmelo Anthony has become one of the most disrespected stars in NBA history. And I was, it's these two posts right here. It's this first one. Who's higher all time? With a picture of Luka Doncic and Carmelo Anthony. And don't get me wrong, Luka Doncic is a great player. He's been in the league 7 years now. One of the best scorers, one of the best playmakers in the league. And both of these guys will have been in the Hall of Fame, like this guy said. But to say Luka Doncic is already better than Carmelo Anthony is insane. Then the next slide, uh, and Melo never sniffed the NBA Finals. If you want to make the argument for Luka in the comment section, fine. I can have a debate if you like to, but this this is a terrible argument. That Patrick McCaw has rings. That Patrick McCaw has done more winning than both of these guys in the NBA because he has 3 rings. So this is a terrible point. Melo was never Rookie of the Year. Since when did Rookie of the Year matter in all-time debates? Number one, Carmelo was competing with LeBron for Rookie of the Year, while Luka was competing with Trae Young. And Trae Young is my favorite player, but I mean, no disrespect by that. Just the talent level was completely different. And Michael Carter Williams won Rookie of the Year and fell off after that. Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year. He ended up becoming an All-Star, but he hasn't done much these last few seasons. Rookie of the Year should not matter in all-time debates. Luke has 5 All-NBA first team. Melo has 0. Once again, another terrible argument because it's the guys in Melo's position are much tougher than the guys at Luka's position, so it was easier for Luka to make more All NBA first teams. But Carmelo still has more All NBA teams in general. So this is just a terrible argument right here. Carmelo Anthony is definitely the better player. He's more accomplished. He had a 19-year career. His longevity was crazy when you really think about it. It's not like the last few years, like the last 3 or 4, it wasn't great, but 15 of those 19 were really good years. And Carmelo, he's top 10 all time in scoring. And then this other slide right here where it says, damn, just realized Carmelo Anthony is being erased and forgotten in real time. LaMelo took his nickname. No, he didn't. LaMelo has done nothing but have a few playing appearances, and that's really it. He hasn't done anything to take Carmelo's nickname. Now, LaMelo is a good young player. I hope he can stay healthy because he's had a few injuries these last few seasons. But the most he's done is got to the play-in. Jokic took his Nuggets number. That's true. That is kind of surprising. But aside from that, I don't have too much to say about that second thing right there. Brunson took his city. No, he didn't. Brunson did not take New York. He's been great. He's been Brunson has been great for the Knicks so far, but they've got the they both got to the second round with the Knicks. That's the furthest they've gotten. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he went to the second round with the Knicks. But yeah, in 2013, Carmelo went to the second round with the Knicks. So they both got into the second round as Knicks. So Brunson can't take his city until he goes to the Eastern Conference Finals, which is very possible. I think they get to the finals this year. But to say Brunson took his city is insane. And say he's being erased. He can't be erased from history. He played in the 2000s. He's one of the best players of all time for the Nuggets. His run with the Nuggets, him coming into the league, he was great. And let's go back to Basketball Reference to look at what he did. Talking about for his career, he averaged 22.5 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. Shot nearly 45% from the field, almost 36% from three, 81% from the free throw line. Then you're talking about a 10-time All-Star, was a scoring champion in 2013, 6-time All NBA, uh, NBA 75th anniversary. He was in the NBA top 75. He finished runner up in Rookie of the Year to LeBron his rookie season. So I don't understand where this disrespect is coming from. He was the first. He was drafted third overall. Like he had a really good career. Look, up until 2018, he was averaging over 20 points, and even that season, he still averaged 16. Like I said, it was just the last 4 years from when he was ages 34 in Houston to Portland, 2 seasons. Then with the Lakers, he was still really solid. He was in the Sixth Man of the Year race coming off the bench. He bought into a role for Portland coming off the bench. He didn't, and that Portland team, they weren't doing much winning that year in 2021. Well, they did get to the playoffs, but they lost in the first round. But the thing, he was, even though Carmelo took the money when he had a chance to go to a better winning situation when he ended up going to the Knicks, he was still always solid. Multiple time All-Star. He was in the MVP race in 2013. He finished third. He's made all NBA teams before. He's one of the best scorers of all time. He's not just top 10 scoring all time for no reason. Really, all you can say is that the last 4 or 5 years kind of hurt him after the Knicks and Nuggets, because those were the Knicks and Nuggets were his best seasons. But then you get to OKC. He was solid that year. But then the Houston, Portland 2 seasons, and the Lakers coming off the bench. Well, he started coming off the bench in the 2021 season when he was in the Sixth Man of the Year race. And then you go to his playoff stats. His numbers were down a little bit, but you gotta realize he carried heavier loads at times. His playoffs averages were 23 points, 2.5 assists, 6.7 rebounds, 82% from the free throw line, 32% from three, 41% from the field. So he wasn't the biggest playoff riser, but he definitely had moments. And just to look at how good Carmelo was, I'm gonna look at this 3 minute, these 3 minutes of highlights. This is from 11 years ago, so this is 2013 of his best highlights throughout his first 10 seasons in the NBA.
Anthony with the spin. Anthony, banks it home. Great shot move. Nuggets roll the push it. What a pass that time by Carmelo inside to Nene for the finish off the left-hand dribble.
That was incredible. That was unbelievable.
A little reminiscent of Magic off the dribble.
Anthony turns. No. Gets his own miss. Goes hard to the basket.
Wow. That's a man move right there by Carmelo Anthony.
It was.
Carmelo for the lead. Shot no. Tapped up, and tapped out. Controlled Nene. Phillips. Here's Carmelo. Got it! Count it! For the win! 97-96! Denver! Notice it's getting later as we go.
Anthony dunks over Ratliff, and he's fouled. Carmelo Anthony showed the voters, the coaches, I deserve to be in the All-Star game. That was unbelievable.
Knicks down three. Should the Bulls foul? No. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied. In the hands of Anthony. Anthony for three. Puts it in! Knicks by one with 8.2 remaining.
He only wants to play. He's got 2 fouls. Look at the steal by AC on Gordon. He's trying to tie it up. Dish it to Melo. Oh, yes! Right in Tyrese Thomas's face. But Thomas jumped early, too. That was an athletic move by Thomas, but he got himself on a poster. Into Carmelo. 3 seconds. Carmelo launching. Yes! Carmelo Anthony with the game winner! Center. Anthony by finger. By Carmelo Anthony.
How quick was this? We've talked about his power. Look at this. Quickness to the basket. He takes a hit. Anthony for 30.
Down Millsap. Look out.
Oh, bad pass.
Melo! Oh, wow!
Now that was spectacular. Woo! They're still standing. They're still standing.
No word.
Now, but with all that being said, the Carmelo Anthony disrespect needs to stop. He's still a better player than Luka Doncic. Luka will be better by the end of his career, but for now, Carmelo is still better. One of the best scorers of all time. He was really solid in the playoffs, even if it wasn't to what he was doing in the regular season. It's not like it took a huge fall off. He was a good rebounder for his size. He was actually very efficient. So that's all I got to say to wrap this up. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on how you feel about Carmelo Anthony. Peace.